Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back doing another couple of live trades, and today's date is June the 25th. I was trading the news, which was at 10 p.m. in the Asian session. We can take a look at that news. The news is, here it is here, Tuesday, June the 25th at 10 p.m. The New Zealand, the cash rate and the statement. It was very neutral, not positive or negative, but I've seen this happen before, where it would jump up and down, and then eventually it'll continue to go with the trend. On this news, I decided to wait until the news settled down a little bit, and it would continue to go with the trend. So I'll just show you what I did. I traded both the Pound New Zealand, the Euro New Zealand. I took the trade 2 minutes or 3 minutes after the news. So I just waited until it was done jumping around, and I went with the direction of the overall trend that my mega trigger system was telling me to do. The one I'm using is the mega trigger. I really like it. It's quite accurate, especially for trading the news. Like I said, I can show you that the New Zealand on the meter here. So I was looking at the meter, and the meter was showing that the New Zealand was the strongest, like it was right at the top here. So I went with the Euro New Zealand, Pound New Zealand. So obviously I was selling those two, but I wanted to wait until after it's, a few minutes or so, whenever I saw an entry to get in, so I just got in the trade. So we're buying the New Zealand. I'll just show you a few pairs quickly here. The like on the 15 minutes here, it did jump around, and then it continued to go with the trend. On the New Zealand yen, same thing. It did jump around, and then after, it just continued to go with the trend. And of course, remember, we're buying the New Zealand, so the New Zealand Swiss, same thing here. On the 15 minutes, jumped around and then continued with the trend. New Zealand CAD, same thing, jumped around a couple of minutes after. Could have easily jumped on this one too, giving more than 20 pips. And of course, remember, if the New Zealand's on the right side, then it's selling. It's doing exactly the same thing. That's why you got to line up all these things down here and then trade the pairs that you want to trade. I usually like to do the Euro or the Pound, attach it to the news. So after it done jumping around, it continued with the trend. That was again 20 pips. So on the Pound New Zealand, which is the one that I traded, on the 5 minutes, like at least a half an hour before, it was telling me to sell. And then of course I could have got in here earlier, but I decided today to wait until a couple of minutes after the news. And as soon as I saw that it was continuing with the trend, the overall trend from the higher time frames, I took the trade right here. I ended up with 26 pips. And of course, so that was 26 pips. And the Euro New Zealand, I did exactly the same thing. I drilled down the lights. I knew the trend was selling, like going down. So a couple of minutes after, when I saw that it was continuing with the trend, took the trade right at this cursor. And I just decided, for no particular reason, wanted to get out with 20 pips. So 20 and 26 is 46 pips for only 20 minutes work. 46 pips gave a grand total down here at the bottom was $3,060. And basically I closed the trade for no particular reason other than I was happy with the totals, and I know it went down a little bit more, but that's okay. You know, you got to figure out how many pips makes you happy, and then just manage your trade accordingly. After this, I have to do 3 more training videos, and then I'll be totally completed with all of my systems. If you include the pip trigger here, this is the pip trigger, and then going up, there's 7 more plus the pip trigger. So I do have 8 systems. They're all great. I'm going to start showing you very soon the Bollinger Band one. I really like this one. Trading is quite easy with it, and I've been having some traders ask me if I can show the Bollinger Band one, because that's what they like to trade. Okay, not a big deal. If your system is not producing results like this, I suggest you just get in touch with me, and all you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this right up here, Pip Trigger System. I do charge $250 for it. Has 3 gigabytes of training, and you will get an exact copy of my system on your platform. Now it comes with 2 MT4 templates, 12 custom indicators, and of course my favorite, currency meter. Now for you traders who like to read, there's a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents, along with there's 9 bonus videos on top of the 34 training videos for my system. Now don't forget the $1 Million Trade Plan. I've been getting a lot of traders asking me about it. And it's a very simple plan. All you need is 10 pips, 1 trade a day. Start off with $1,000, and by the end of the 10th month, you turn that $1,000 into $1 million. So for you traders who have small accounts and you want to grow it quickly, all you got to do is master the system here, and once you do that, it's very easy to get 10 pips. I just showed you here with 46 pips in 20 minutes. So in theory I could take the next 4 days off. So there's a bunch of videos here that I teach many different ways to trade, including what I did today, trading the news. It's either before the news or slightly after the news. And most recently I came across a great way to trade where you're just on the 15 minutes, and once you see a very simple, easy setup, highly accurate, and you could learn it like within a week. Matter of fact, you can go through all these videos within a week, and you can paper trade for a week or 2, and as soon as you see that you're doing good in a demo account, then you can switch over to a live account. So there's not a lot of homework here, just depends on how quickly you can go through these training videos. Of course, I have a write-up that's not under here, but it's for the Mega Trigger. So if you happen to call me and you have an interest in the Mega Trigger system here, it's very similar. Number of videos and everything else is quite similar. And I do teach an easy, great way to trade. Very basically same as this great way to trade here. There's only a couple of things that you have to have lining up on a time frame that you choose. I prefer 15 minutes, but you could easily do it on any of the other time frames. It does work on all time frames. So if you have any questions at all with regards to any one of these systems and or this $1 Million Trade Plan, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. And if you live too far, just send me an email. I really do prefer Skype. It's my Skype ID. I made it really simple and easy. Just click on this link which is right below this video, and it will give us contact through Skype screen sharing. I'll give you a free session, and it takes about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I'll answer your questions and can show you whichever system you want to look at. And of course, if you want to see the 19 systems that I have, all you got to do is click on this link and you'll see the 19. The top 8 are the ones that I've been working on for the past 6 weeks. It looks like it's doing a pullback now, so could have got a few more pips, but it's getting late and I have to do this video and whatnot. So anyhow, speaking about this video, it's time to wrap it up, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until tomorrow morning, another trade, and I want to wish you happy trading.